Hi everyone, and it's great to be back in the studio, and thank you for inviting us to your Metaverse event where we can give you some updates and some features on the latest of what is happening within Planet IX. Now, my name is Sabinia von Gafka, and I'm Head of Sustainability. And of course, I'm not here alone in the studio. I am accompanied by my awesome colleagues and of course also the masterminds behind this, I would say, revolutionary Web3 game called Planet IX. You probably don't need an introduction, but I'll do it anyway. So Carl Blomsterwall, CEO, Philip Dunley, co-founder and also executive producer, Christopher Jensen, head of community and also the Play to Earn initiatives, and Fabian Reich, your head of marketing and also business development. How are you all doing?
Great, thank you.
Great. So Carl, as you're steering this vessel up and beyond, I thought I'd start with you. So give us a brief update of sort of what's been going on at Planet IX.
Yeah, I mean, first off, thanks for inviting us. We have been so heads down in developing. So I guess without this invitation, we probably wouldn't have left the offices.
No, that's true.
So that's great. But I mean, from a company and game perspective, there are so many great things going on.
And I mean, we really have had, this exponential growth, and I would say success story. And sort of just to give a brief update of what we've accomplished so far. I mean, you being at the steer of Planet IX, what would you sort of highlight as an update?
Yeah, no, I mean, we are really starting to grow into this, one of the biggest independent developers of Web3 games, which is kind of amazing. I mean, we now really start to cherry pick the best minds in the business, and we are soon 40 people across the team, and each one is handpicked and experts within their fields. So that's a great development from a company perspective. We also just moved into our new offices, and while they're still being refurbished, we're really creating like this gamers paradise and in a place that we can call home for many years to come.
Yeah, definitely. And when any players are in Stockholm, we have to bring them up and really show them the metaverse of Planet IX.
Yeah.
And it's mind-blowing to think that, we've already soon reached, a 1-year anniversary of this, mission and venture. How do you feel about that? Soon it's 1 year, we're going to celebrate sort of the birth of Planet IX.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've joined halfway through that trip, and I think it's fair to say that, I mean, it has been a great success so far. We have attracted so many players, we have grown the team, and overall we are very, very happy with what we have become so far. I mean, of course, there are so many things that we are working on, and we are far from perfect, but I think we have a solid foundation in really becoming the biggest and the best in the field.
Absolutely. And sort of tagging along that, I'd like to jump to you, Fabian, because you're also head of marketing, and there's so much happening now. We've flown a bit under the radar, but now we're sort of opening up for new players, new territories and so forth. And also we're getting so much traction from the crypto and Web3 community. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, over the past 2-3 months, ever since we let's say went out externally or went out banging the big drum about our game, we've attained a lot of attraction and awareness from the industry, because blockchain is an open ledger. It presents data in a very digestible way, and we are topping these lists all over the place. So hence we have a lot of interest, inbound interest, let's say. But we are also going outbound, let's say, and talking to different partners, exchanges and so forth, establishing us as a player, let's say a solid player within this segment.
And sort of to give the players a bit more, not everyone is aware of, the crypto and Web3 in that sense, but what does that imply when sort of a venture like Planet IX really gets that confirmation, both from the industry, but exchanges? What does that sort of imply for the game?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of consequences, positive to say the least. I mean, we are partnering up with large players out there in the market, such as BitKeep Wallet, which is a huge wallet technology, mainly focusing on the Asian markets. But we're also getting a lot of attention from exchanges and other blockchain partners that we could collaborate with, which in turn, would assist us in building a great game and making the gaming experience more smooth and frictionless.
And I also guess because, it's also a trading game and people have our tokens, that also the more exchanges we're on, the higher valuation of the tokens. Presumably.
Definitely. Yeah, I would definitely say that, the interest that we can attract by onboarding with these partners is going to be beneficial for everybody in the end. I mean, for now, this year, we've grown with 24% in total active wallets. And that's not really saying that we have done everything we can on the marketing and business development side. So I would be surprised if we would be under 100% increase in wallets by the end of this year.
Now that's like thumbs up for that. That's pretty
amazing.
Epic. Anything else you want to sort of just reveal when it comes to marketing activities ahead?
Yeah, I mean, we have a really great pipeline the coming months now. The latter part of this year is going to be filled with partnerships, both on the technology side, but as I said, also exchanges that will list our tokens. So we have a bunch of exciting news coming out about that very, very soon.
Really exciting. And going from marketing to creative.
Yay.
Felipe, that's you. I mean, before we started the conversation, we saw this once again. I mean, amazing video content. I mean, I must give so much cred to our team because it's
really nice,
and when you show so much of our material externally, people are blown away thinking we actually have an external company doing all our video content, but it's internally. So give us an update. What's happening sort of within the creative aspect?
Well, there's a lot. A lot going on. But for the film, like it took us a while to find the story. We went through a couple of different routes, but I think now, based on the film we just watched, it's just like we found a very solid foundation to build the story, and that leaves us a lot of legs for future developments. So we're very, very excited with what we came up with.
And I know, just speaking of something that's new, because, or let's say, we talked about something called the Miniverse.
Yes.
But the Miniverse has transitioned.
Yeah. We have rebranded Miniverse into Mission Control.
I like that game.
Yes, it's more gamey. That was the intention. It's going to be the new way to play Planet IX.
So can you reveal anything more about that? Or when will it be launched? Or
It's a new way to play Planet X, but doesn't replace the big game, doesn't replace Planet X per se. The big map will still be there. But we understand as well that for some players, it's sometimes overwhelming to go through the big map because it's huge.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see your evolution as a player. Like besides your territories that people are like going through it, the territories are popping in every day. There's a bunch of the guys in the office playing every day as well. Like, yes, I made a new territory. So everyone is really, really excited. But besides the territories and of course the marketplace activities, it's hard in a way to see your evolution as a player or in the game. And the Miniverse will consolidate that in a more dynamic, dare I to say, more fun way to interact or play the game. It's just going to be an even better game experience for
Mission
players.
Control, yeah. So do we know when it's going to launch? Because people might be like, and will it have an impact on the for the players? I mean, will it have some kind of impact, or is it just a transition?
Well, it's not going to interfere with the current game.
Okay.
So it's an addition to it. There will be some special mechanics that only apply to Mission Control, but some of the mechanics as well are Mission Control and the big map.
Yeah.
So they will correlate on itself. Like in Mission Control, I think Christopher will mention as well, like it will boost up a lot the play to earn initiatives or mechanics within the game. And you asked me when is coming out. I would love to give a hard date, but like I can say it's coming in before the end of this year and maybe sooner than you think.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you for that update. Always, so much happening on the creative side. And like you said, play to earn is also, I mean, it's one of the core pillars of Planet IX. And so is our community, which is, based on our players. And you're heading that.
Yeah.
So Christopher, some updates.
Such a privilege.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we have a wonderful community and it's, I'm humbled before the task. And honored to be a part of this.
Yeah, and also to give cred to the community, which is based, of course, a lot on our players, that they're also contributing to the evolution and evolvement of the game, because it's a lot of their feedback and engagement that can also be correlated to the game, right?
Yeah, I think that's important to be open for the feedback and the suggestions from the community. They are the ones playing the game and being there every day. So I think that's we have this. Vision in the company that it's one of the cornerstones in development of the product. So yeah, I think that's wonderful, and the community is awesome. I mean, they're doing so many things to spread awareness of the project, and they really take the project in and are a big part of it, and they spend like full days on creating videos and sharing content and educating other players. I mean, it's really, really amazing.
Yeah, and it's growing continuously, of course, as well, with both new players coming on, but also people more engaged in Discord and so forth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's been happening quite a lot with play to earn as well, and there's also NFTs and so forth. So give us a brief update. What's sort of happening?
Yeah, so it's what Felipe talked about, the mission control.
Yeah.
So it would be like a control center where you manage all your assets, get a better overview, because the map is big and it's a bit complicated maybe. So the mission control is a step towards making it more simplistic for the players, basically. And it's a way for us to I mean, play to earn. Everything in PlanetIX is play to earn in a way. We like to brand it as play and earn, so people don't like come in and just for the earning potential in a way. So we really try to create a fun and immersive game as well. But the mission control also enables free to play, which is really hot right now in the field. Where you don't need to invest hundreds or thousands of dollars or tokens to be able to start playing. You can play by just investing your time.
So there's sort of different aspects to how you can also play the game now, which makes it even more relevant and interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is a very important step towards becoming one of the biggest NFT games. Free to play, basically.
And just also to spur the moment and to any of you, but because we did have an NFT release, which is pretty cool. I mean, we had the Lucky Cat, and then we had our own AOC. So tell us, I mean, and it was really, people were like going crazy.
Yeah.
So let's give them some feedback on how that all went.
Yeah, it was super popular.
Yeah.
It's fun to see. It was our own mint. We develop all the time. So we had our own mint on chain, as most of the projects usually do.
Yeah.
We had an airdrop the 22nd of June, where we also incentivized these players that minted. So that was also a really cool thing. Because if you minted a Lucky Cat NFT or the badge, you immediately got incentivized or like rewarded, basically.
And also to keep the players in the loop, when they mint, as in buy these NFTs, it's also for the future, because they're going to receive even more benefits of this. So that really,
I think this is the most challenging topic that we have at PlanetIX at the moment. We to really understand the benefits of an NFT, like airdrop, free airdrops for life. But I mean, what is that? It's not tangible in a way. So people need to trust and have faith in the project and the continuous development that they will get rewarded. Like a gold and AOC badge is very valuable. There's only 200 of them.
Exactly.
Like if we have 1 million players in a year and there's only 200 gold badges, I mean, then we come into scarcity and like it's
and increasing in value.
Yeah. So this is the Web3 development and education that we. It's a challenge because it's a mind switch as well. But we're working hard with tutorials, education, materials to get people on board, because it's going to be
and also marketing.
Very interesting journey.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of an interesting journey, 1 year has soon passed. I mean, hello, get the champagne. Let's, it's amazing and how much we've accomplished during 1 year. And just to finalize with you, Christopher, I know that there's going to be some epic airdrop cargo something or other
Yeah.
for this. Tell us.
So the creative put the cargo back on the playing field.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. 1 year anniversary. There will be picks in the pack, raffle tickets, a starter kit for the the mission control.
Yeah.
We're still in the transition.
Yeah.
With the loot chest, we will gamify everything now, and it will be assets to the next step.
Yeah. So
But
cool.
I mean, yeah, all the drops we've had so far has been nothing but a success. So it's safe to say that the anniversary pack will be the biggest highlight so far.
Safe to say that there's a lot of happening and a lot of good, juicy stuff in the pipeline. So just a quick one from all of you. We're soon celebrating 1 year. What's been the most exciting during this year? Fabian, I will start with you. I mean, there's so many things to think of.
Of course, yeah. I would definitely go ahead and say that the fact that we are now like the largest NFT contract in terms of interactions and transactions on the Polygon, in the Polygon ecosystem even. That's a huge milestone, and you know, having achieved that by only 6 or 7 months since we went on chain is an amazing feat. And I would definitely say that, you know, it's mainly the community's merit, and you know, we are merely the facilitators, let's say.
Yeah.
But definitely huge milestone for us, and as I said previously, this attracts a lot of attention and a lot of people wanting to work with us because they see the, you know, the immensity of our project, let's say.
Yeah, and that's thanks to you, all of you agents of change looking at this, because you're the ones helping us by playing it. Christopher, the best thing so far?
I would say like representing this project, partly from the team perspective, but also like the community's perspective, and meeting like high, what do you call it, networkers, or like highly rated people in the field, like the Polygon founders. When I met them in Dubai, like me and Fabian went to Lisbon, talking about this project in the field. Like we have such an immense power being number one on the list. I think it's such a fascinating experience to be experiencing. Yeah.
And I think we know it internally, but I think now when we're going to fly more over the radar, all of, you know, our players and people around will also, you know, understand this, because I think it's difficult to understand how big we are until you actually see it in a marketing terminology. Philip is nearly here.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's a good thing that you mentioned, because like I think when Felix and I created Planet IX, like in the very big first days, my mind as a gamer, as a game developer, it was a game first and crypto second. And of course, it turned out the other way around. It's crypto first and game second. And I'm a proud dad to say that the mission control, it's kind of bringing the balance in a way back, because it's going to feel more like a game. It's going to be super fun, super engaging, super rewarding and dynamic. So I would say this is our biggest accomplishment to come, is mission control. Cool. I can't stress more of how excited I am about mission control.
It's such a great name. Carl.
Yes.
The best so far.
Yeah, no, I think, I mean, I would say the development of the team. As the CEO, I mean, I'm less than a year ago, I mean, there was less than 5 people on board, and now we're almost 40. And I'm on a daily basis blown away by each and every one. Looking at the drafts, the early sketches, and everything that's being developed, I'm amazed by the team. So that brings me a lot of joy and pride, of course.
So I want to thank you all, and I also want to do a shout out to the rest of our team, because, you know, we're just a part of representation of this, and everybody's doing great work. And for me, I think it's such an amazing opportunity to be able to be agents of change, all of us, and really create change both in the real life and in the game world. So much exciting features in the pipeline. Thank you, all of you agents of change, for really being on this ride.